now on the official page of the Alan and Nesta Ferguson University of Leeds Scholarship 2026. The Alan and Nesta Ferguson University of Leeds Scholarship 2026 is a one-year fully funded scholarship for applicants from developing countries that are wishing to pursue a full-time taught master's study. This is a scholarship in the UK for international students, and it covers your funding, and you get a 17,500 stipend, and you get a return economy travel and other allowances. You get your tuition fee paid for, and the deadline for the scholarship is the 2nd of February 2026. The number of scholarships available is 2. So I'm going to be sharing all the scholarships with you, but we are looking at this, so do not worry about that. So now let's go to how to apply. How do we apply for this scholarship? This scholarship comes in 2 stages. So stage 1, and we've got the stage 2. The stage 1, to be eligible to apply, you must apply for a relevant taught program of study. So your master's should be full-time and a taught master's, not a research, right? Then you'll be given a student application number, that's an ID. When you apply for the scholarship, you would get an ID. Do not worry if you're accepted or not. Do not wait for that. Just get a student ID, and that would enable you to move on to the next stage, where you would be applying for the scholarship online application form. Applications without a valid student application number will be rejected. So please take note of that. Once you are in receipt of your student application ID, please complete the online application form. So once you get your ID number, your student ID number, move ahead and complete the online application form. Now there are various conditions. The scholarship is available for applicants applying for programs of study related to economic, social, or technological development. This is of paramount importance because your preferred course or program should fall under these categories, and when you are writing your statement of purpose as well, it should fall under these categories: economic, social, or technological development. So these are the courses or the faculties you can go through: biological sciences, law, history, languages, media, transport. So it should fall under these. And so another interesting part of the scholarship is the English language, because I know a lot of you do not want to write the IELTS or the TOEFL. So let's go through this. Applicants whose first language is not English must meet their university's English language requirements. So let's click on this to see what they've got for us. Here we are, and you can see the entry requirements. To study at Leeds, you need to meet the academic entry requirements for your course and have a recognized English qualification. The course requirements, you check the accepted qualifications for your country or region. So let's click on this. Here it goes. So it has brought us to this box, admissions qualification. Here you just enter your country, and you get to see the English language requirements. Now I am going to enter a country based on where you, my beautiful viewers, are based, and so in no particular order, let's try Ghana. So here you go, the search has returned Ghana. We click on here. Here you go. It says English language minimum for undergraduate study. You will need West African Examinations Council, the WAEC. That's a West African Senior Certificate Examination as well. I think they're both the same thing, with English at grade C6. Okay, so you do not require an IELTS. As long as you studied your high school, your secondary school in Ghana, all you need is your English language grade of C6, and that would replace the IELTS that you were supposed to submit. So that's wonderful. So make sure you take note of this if you are from Ghana. Now let's check another place where you lot are. Nigeria. So that's how you navigate in searching for your country. Doesn't matter the country, I'm only searching these countries because I know I have got viewers from here. So you click on Nigeria and you scroll down. Here it says again, English language minimum for undergraduate study. You will need West African Examination Council, the WAEC, and with a grade of C6. So you do not require the IELTS. Okay, so this is the same as the one from Ghana. So just enter your country. So you can see this is taken care of. English language is waived, so you do not need to submit an English language IELTS or the TOEFL or the GRE. It is completely waived for this fully funded scholarship in Leeds. So just a quick recap, you can see it's a 1-year fully funded scholarship for international students, and it covers your fees, your maintenance, which is your stipend of 17,500 for a year. You've got your travel covered and other allowances. So make sure that you apply for the scholarship before the deadline, which is 2nd February 2026. The next university on our list is the University of East Anglia, and it is the David Sainsbury Scholarships in Global Plant Health. The University of East Anglia is a public research university with an acceptance rate of 79 to 81%. Now, if you are interested in global plant health, then this scholarship is for you. The David Sainsbury MSc Scholarship covers your tuition fee, which is worth £36,000 for international students. And also you get a maintenance grant, and this would also help you with an additional £4,000 for travel costs. So your flight tickets is covered in this scholarship. Isn't that amazing? This is a very generous scholarship, and you are supposed to start in 2026 September. Now, if you think that the Masters of Science in Global Plant Health is something that you are interested, I think you should not sleep on this. You should jump on this as soon as possible. Now, you also have a £16,000 UK fee. What is the eligibility? You should be eligible for a full scholarship, so you should be an international student and be interested to study Masters of Science in Global Plant Health. You should have an offer. So this funding type, it takes care of your tuition fee and your maintenance, and also you start in September. And this scholarship is just a one-way scholarship. It's not in 2 parts. So all you just need is to apply. And what's the application process? It's from low to middle income countries. So if you're applying from any of these countries, Ghana, Tanzania, Nigeria, Afghanistan, Pakistan, where I do have my viewers, you are eligible to apply for this scholarship. Also, it says, provided you meet the eligibility criteria and offered a place on the course after interview, you will automatically be considered for the scholarship. On a competitive base, no separate application is required at this stage. So this is really beautiful. It is an automatic scholarship. If you apply for this Global Plant Health, as I will show you shortly, then if you are shortlisted, you would undergo an interview. It's an automatic scholarship. You do not need a separate application, just as the previous scholarship I showed you in Leeds. Here, no separate application is required at this stage. Now, to be considered for the scholarship, you need to apply for your place on the MSc in Global Plant Health, and so that's what I'll show you how to apply this scholarship. The final deadlines, now we are focusing on international students because I believe that's what you are. 29 May 2026 for international students. So you just go ahead here where it says apply for your course and apply for this scholarship. So if you click on this place, it will take you to the page where you can apply. So here we are on the place where you can apply for this course. You can also go through this again, the study modules, right? The entry requirement, how to apply, right? And you can go, this is the online application form, right? How to apply, this is the online application form where you click on it. If you have any questions or any concerns, you can send an email to this email address here, or if you can call, you just call to speak to someone directly. There will be someone that is always willing to talk to you. So if you click on this online application form and you apply for this plant health masters, right? Follow the process. You know, is a master's taught program, all right? And you'll be shortlisted. You will get to be offered the admission before the scholarship. So basically that's how to navigate to this scholarship that is provided by University of East Anglia. We are on the official page of our next scholarship, which is offered by the University of Exeter. This is a prestigious university with an acceptance rate of approximately 73 to 80%. University of Exeter is in the UK and they are offering a fully funded scholarship for international students, funding and scholarship for students, and this is the 𝐻𝐇𝐈𝐒 Educational Trust Scholarship. Now we'll take a quick look at what this scholarship covers. What are the requirements, the entry requirements for the scholarship? So this is a scholarship that is targeted towards those that would like to study linguistics, languages. So if you are in a non-English speaking country and you are a teacher of linguistics, and this should be something that you are interested in. So it says here that you must be a resident of and work in a country defined as least developed, low income, low middle income, or upper middle income country. Now it says you must have a minimum of 3 years full-time teaching English to speakers of other languages. So that's what this TOEFL is. So you should have a 3 years experience teaching non-English speakers English. So you must also hold an undergraduate degree. Now you must not already hold a bachelor's degree, a doctorate degree. You shouldn't have a doctorate degree or a master's degree. So these are the entry requirements for the scholarship. If this is something that you're interested in, make sure that you still hang on with me and I'll show you how you can go about the application. Let's look at the summary of the scholarship. Now the deadline for the scholarship is 9th February 2026. As soon as you see this, make sure you apply. And now it has a total awards of 10. 10 scholarship is open to anyone that falls within this category of linguistics, teaching English to non-speakers of English language. Now you can see what the value of the scholarship is. I'll zoom into that. You got your full university fees. You've got a monthly stipend that meets your accommodation and living costs, which is fantastic. And you also have various grants to cover defined additional costs. UK visa and your national health service fees is all going to be covered in the scholarship. And you also have a return international travel cost. You cannot beat this. This is amazing. So for 1 year. Okay, now if you don't have any concerns or questions, you can send an email to this email address to University of Exeter. So now that we have seen what the scholarship covers, you can see it's a fully funded scholarship that covers even your UK visa and your health surcharge fee, which is usually very expensive, your stipend and your travel costs. It is an amazing opportunity you do not want to miss. And the key date is the 9th of February, as we have seen here. If you are now It's also, you should take note of this. It's of paramount importance that you take note of this. You will be notified if you are shortlisted to attend an interview no later than 6 March 2026. Interviews will be held in March, within 16th to 25th of March, when this year 2026, when you are shortlisted. Now, how do you apply for the scholarship? First, you apply for this scholarship. Now, this is a one-way scholarship as well. You do not need to apply for two separate scholarships. Please complete the home-based scholarship application form here. Right, this is the application form. There is no need to apply for the 𝐷 program first. So you wouldn't apply for the teaching English speakers or the languages, right? Teaching non-English speakers other languages, that's the program. You don't need to apply for the program first. You would apply for the scholarship first, and when you are shortlisted, you will automatically be offered the scholarship. So let's take a look at the scholarship application form. So here you go, we are on the page of the AS Hornby Educational Trust Scholarship application form for the 2026-27 entry. It's of paramount importance that you read the guidance for applicants. If you click on this, it will show you before completing the application form. Kindly read this. Now you enter your email, answer the questions. Have you been shortlisted? Now you wouldn't stop here and submit. The form is expanded. There are other sections to it. For example, I'll just do this so you can see that there are other sections. Your given name, just input something, right? Then here it says, have you been shortlisted for interview? No. Do you see what I mean? It's expanded the form. So this is how it is. As you keep on entering your details, it keeps expanding the form. Are you resident of work in a country defined as least developed country? Yes, I confirm that I am resident of and work in a country defined as least. Yes, because you're international countries. You see, it expands it. So this is how it keeps on expanding the form until you get to the final bit. Here, select a country. You can just select any country that is your home country, your country of residence. You select any country that is your home country. So you just keep doing that till you get to the end of the form. So this is how to fill this form, and you go complete all of that. What is your highest education qualification? And if you keep on doing that, if you got into the end and it doesn't expand the form further, you know you have gotten to the end. And ensure that you dot your I's and cross your T's to make sure that it is completely filled out before you can hit the submit button. So that is how to navigate in completing this form. So we are back on the home page. You can click here to find out more information about this program. Please note that this scholarship is only available for study on the University of Exeter's 𝐷 program, Masters in Education. Up to 10 fully funded scholarships are available to students who meet the University of Exeter's. Up to 10 fully funded scholarships are available to students who meet the University of Exeter's admissions criteria for the Masters of Education and TOEFL. Scholarships will be awarded to academically talented and experienced applicants. Now, this is a merit-based scholarship, okay? Now, applicants who are nationals of and work in countries less developed. So, for you to see the countries, you can click here, and it will show you the list of the countries. And if your country is here, congratulations, because then you can apply for the scholarship. And if it's something that you're interested in linguistics, you can, I've got my beautiful audience all here. So here you go: Nigeria, Pakistan, Philippines, Sri Lanka, you're here, Zimbabwe. So this is how you can navigate in searching for your country. So remember, you click on here, it takes you to the country page where you can select your country. So this is a beautiful scholarship. You can see It's a fully funded scholarship with a monthly stipend to cover your accommodation and living costs, and also you get additional costs that covers your visa. So you aren't paying for your visa, you aren't paying for your health surgery, which is usually very expensive in the UK, and you are not paying for your travel costs. It is all covered in the scholarship. We are on the final scholarship on our list, which is provided by the University College London. University College London is a prestigious university in the UK, and in my videos, I think I shared a fully funded scholarship in University College London from one of my previous videos. If you haven't watched it, I would put a link in the comment section so that you can also take advantage of that fully funded scholarship into University College London. So today we are looking at the Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan Africa Masters Scholarship. This scholarship is open to applicants who are nationals and residents of a Bartlett approved list of sub-Saharan African countries who have admission to a Bartlett Master's course. So this is a Master's course fully funded scholarship, and is targeted towards those of you who are in the architectural sector. And let's look at the value of the scholarship. Now, the value of the scholarship, it covers your tuition fees, your full tuition fees. You've got an annual allowance of £17,796 to cover living and study expenses for the normal duration of the program at UCL. In addition, you have a flight to and from the UK, so you have a return flights all covered, the expenses all covered. You have your visa costs covered, and English language assessment costs if you do need to take one. Your health test cost is all going to be covered, and again, like the former scholarship that we looked at, it covers your NHS immigration health and supplement charge, which is usually very expensive. It's got that covered as well. All Promise scholars will also receive an ongoing academic and career support during their study. Now, the number of awards. You have up to 3 Bartlett Promise scholarships that are available to students starting Bartlett Master's course in September 2026. And this scholarship, these are the available countries. Make sure you go through them to see that your country is one of them. If from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, South Sudan, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin. I have my viewers, almost all of you are here. Now, this is a taught master's course, okay? Now, the selection criteria, you are looking at the selection criteria, will consider your educational, personal, and financial circumstances. So if there is any way that you can express yourself, if you do have to explain why you require the scholarship, make sure that you tell them what your financial challenges and why you will be in need of a full scholarship. Here you can see the Bartlett Master's courses by department. I'll look at that shortly. Now, only when they have the offer of a place on a Bartlett Master's course can candidates apply for the Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan African Scholarship. So what that means is that you need to apply for the course, and when you have been given an offer, only then would you be able to apply for the scholarship. So you need to get an offer from University College London for the Bartlett Master's course. Afterwards, you can apply for the scholarship. Now, if you click on here, you can take us to the course. So here, these are the postgraduate, right, where you can select your course, and you select your particular course in this faculty and apply. When you are given an offer, then you can apply for the scholarship. Now, like I mentioned, how to apply, you must first secure a place on the Bartlett Master's course that I just showed you, okay? And to apply for the scholarship, you must have received an offer of admission to a Bartlett Master's course. So it can take 3 to 4 months when application volumes are high. Now, remember that even though the UK scholarship or the UK admission is usually very fast, in this case, it is a scholarship and it is very competitive, so it usually takes time for them to get back to you, so be patient. I also want to bring to your attention that there is another phase to the scholarship, which is the Bartlett Promise Prescott Scholarship. Now, the other scholarship is open to all genders, right, male and female, but the Bartlett Promise Prescott Scholarship is open to just female students. So let's look at it. It says the Bartlett Promise Prescott Scholarship fully covers the same thing, the fees, right, your stipend, flight, and visa costs, exactly as the other one, but it's targeted towards the African female students and on the MSc Infrastructure, Investment and Finance. So that is the targeted course, and it's for the African female students. So all Bartlett Promise Sub-Saharan African Master Scholarship criteria apply with the addition of 2 criteria, right? So you've got the Bartlett Promise Prescott Scholarship, which is this one for females and targeted towards the Masters of Science in Infrastructure, Investment and Finance, and the other one is for architecture. Please take note of that so you do not apply for the wrong one. Applicants for the Bartlett Promise Prescott Scholarship must identify as a female. Do you see that? They must identify as a female. So please take note of that. Frequently asked questions. You can go through the frequently asked questions. Now, when you contact them there, please don't hesitate. If you click on that, it will show you where you can contact them, right? The eligibility criteria, you make sure you go through this frequently asked questions, all right? And because you might have questions that you need answers to. You should have an offer of admission to a Bartlett Master's course for 2026. And it's either unconditional or conditional, only on English language assessment. The English language assessment will be taken care of, and there is also a waiver for the English language assessment, and these are the countries that you have to be one of. So you click on this drop down, all right, to make sure that you see there is a waiver. So you will need a bachelor's degree transcript, right? If you're not from a majority English speaking country and you already have proof of your English ability, you can include evidence of your level of English. This can also be done if you receive an offer of a place on a master's program. So if you are not from an English country, you can put your proof of English. But if you're from an English speaking country, which most of my audiences you are from, you do not need to. You can just submit your high school certificate as your English proof. So make sure you go through all of this FAQs because they are of vital importance to you. You will get all the questions to the answers that you might have. Now, I also want to mention to you, what do I have to meet any English language requirement? So if you're not from an English speaking country or your language of instruction for your bachelor's was in English, you can take this IELTS test. And do not worry about the payments because it will be paid for you. If you are offered a scholarship and you have an offer which is conditional on an English language test result, you will be asked to take an English language test paid by the Bartlett Promise. Isn't that amazing? So they will take care of that. So basically that's it. Make sure you go through the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, because they have all the information to the questions or concerns that you might have. And remember, this is a fully funded scholarship which covers your tuition, your living cost allowance, your flight ticket, and your visa cost, and your immigration, health supplement charge, NHS. It covers everything. And you have the scholarship that's open to all genders, male, female, and the scholarship that's open to only the female. So make sure that you take advantage of that. If you found value in this video, don't stop here. Watch the next video that will be displayed on your screen shortly to learn how you can study in Europe. Now, this is a university in Ireland with no application fee, no IELTS, and a stipend for your study. Make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever a new scholarship drops. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more opportunities and updates from my latest YouTube videos. And if you get selected for the scholarship, please share your testimony. I absolutely love hearing them. Until next time, think big, think success.